sikwamukele kulelu hlelo lelo on Caredo la sisho khona sithi sikhonela wena. You are listening, you are tuning in to the brunch with myself, Pastor Mel, uhlengiwe wakamnyeza. Namhlanje ke it is a Thursday and siyazi ukuthi njalo uma kulesine ila sithi khona it is a women's wear Thursday. La sikhuluma khona ke nje nabantu besifazane sibagqugquzela sibakha sibatshela izinto ezubuhlakani ezakha iself esteem neworthiness ukuthi umuntu wesifazane azazi ukuthi yena uworthy. Kodwa namhlanje ke ugirl is officially 30. Can you imagine? Ngiyakhumbula ukuthi last time I felt so I am getting old, ngibuka impilo yami ukuthi awemanga aze ngaguga Nkosi yami. Kanti ke njengoba sengiyiwelile ke iborder sengingali ngaphesheya ngawashiya ama-20s ngafika kuma-30s ngiyabona ukuthi no, there is nothing strange, there is nothing much. Impilo nje isaqhubeka. Actually age is just a number. Age is an attitude yokuthi wena uzibheka kanjani, wena umisa kanjani ngempilo yakho. Ngiyacabanga ukuthi age isikhathi esiningi ke ikishaye thina abantu besifazane. So ithina esiba mindful kakhulu ngeage ukuthi I am turning 21, fanele ngenzeni 21st. It's very rare ukubona ingane yesilisa, umuntu wesilisa enzeni 21st. Yes, bayenzelwa banikeza ama-gifts, some they receive cards, whatever, but isikhathi esiningi 21st siyibona yenzelwa abantu besifazane. Ngoba lento ye-age ibaluleke kakhulu kuthina abantu besifazane. Umuntu wesifazane bokathi mekhule when she's getting 25, she's getting 30, uthola ukuthi nje worried ngokuthi she's turning 30. I was also excited, mixed emotions. Part of me was like, okay, I'm excited ukuthi the grace of God has carried me this far. I've lived 3 decades la emhlabeni. Umusa kaNkulunkulu. I don't take it for granted. Abantu bayashona beno 13 years, beno 5 years, beno 20 uthola ukuthi they live this earth. But for me to live 3 decades, umusa kaNkulunkulu ngithi nje danki mdali, ngiyabonga udimo malube ku. Kodwa sisalapho futhi nganginokuthi ngaze ngamdala Jess. Ngibala nje ukuthi okay, konke nginani nje on my name njengoba sengina 30, very soon 10 years from now ngizobe sengina 40, another 10 years ngizobe sengina 50. Nginani nje what have I achieved kulo 30 years esengiphile impilo yami. Then ngabona ukuthi okay, depression is creeping in, but I had to quickly move away from those thoughts and say, okay, njengoba ke sengiphilile u-30, I mean 3 decades, now it is a start yempilo yami ila ngiqala khona ke with my dreams, my visions, and getting my life together. All right, since abantu besifazane ke ugirl is officially 30 namhlanje. I thought ukuthi ke let me just do lelu hlelo lethu casual, singabi formally. Ngiyazi ukuthi isikhathi esiningi sikhuluma nge-self esteem, sikhuluma nge-co-words, sikhuluma nge-unconditional love, zonke lezo zinto. But namhlanje nje ngifuna sikhulume ngezinto as umuntu wesifazane esafanele ngempela uqikelele wena njengomuntu wesifazane ukuthi you have them empilweni yakho njengomuntu wesifazane, angithi yabo. So just share a few things ekufanele ukuthi ube nazo. Ungacabangi ukuthi mhlawumbe phela ke sengizothi no, you should have a house, you should have ukuthi you should have a house, you should have a car, you should have about no. Angeke sizokhulume ngalezo zinto eziserious kakhulu kangako, right? Okay ke. Njengoba ke usuna 30, okay, right. Ngifuna ukufundela kahle la izinto engiyivalile ukuthi njengoba ke usuna 30 just enginote down ukuthi kufanele manje uma ungena esitolo guyzini akusabuki manje ama chips no chocolate as you are 30 ke manje kufanele kube ukuthi you've got a decent piece of furniture onayo, right? Qala ke manje awusacabangi ukuthi okay hayi ngiyothenga uchocolate ngiyothenga after chips ngiyothenga iwave no sakhe imizi manje bafeke kufanele kube nezinto zethu ezithina awuyithengela amabhodwe uwabeka amabhodwe akaboli just buy yourself amabhodwe just buy yourself amaplate amaglasi izipuni izinto ekweyezakho emhlabeni awunaso nespoon nje everything that you own into kaBaba wakho into kaCousin into kaSisi I laughed because ngihlale phansi ngacabanga ukuthi okay anginaso nespoon okay at least I've got a cup I receive is a gift I've got 3 cups it's on my name those are my assets and except my clothes and shoes and stuff into a piece of iyasendini I've got 3 cups other than that anginabo kunye okay so ke now ke as you are 30 qala ke manje ke uma ubuka nje ama catalog shiya ama catalog eqathulo shiya ama catalog engubo buka on the surprise home ukuthi ama couch ayimalini ama coffee table ayimalini it's quite interesting guys angeke ngize ngintshele into engingayizamanga ngintshele into esengizamile ukuthi I went to the surprise home a website ngabuka ukuthi okay azamahla ama bedding unayo bedding okweyakho wakwawuthengela nje ubed okay maybe you don't even own a bed akuqaleke nje uthenga ipillowcase uthenga ishidi uthenga ikhetini uthenga lace curtain okwakho right because girl usuna 30 muthi sesibheka ukuthi kutheni manje kufanele siqale sithole ama property even if we are leasing we are renting whatever kodwa i-independence kufanele iqale manje we can never say we are late abesizwe sabelungu they teach their kids independence at the age of 18 or 21 but because when usuna 30 ke lapho usacabanga ukuthi lo kusafanele udlala ama games it's no mina nawe uyothenga ama bedding uyothenga ama pillowcase nemiqamelo namakhethini nakho konke izona zinto ekufanele lezi siyithenge right so at the age of 30 now you need to have something perfect to wear right so nje kuthiwa last job interview uzoqokani we-on cela ukukubuza unaso nje a formal skirt do you have okay ke for us ke sondayo ke uplace yobheka lapha umaroko esiwanxiba esontweni okay but do you have a formal black skirt do you have like black pants do you have i-shirt elimhlophe lokuthi okay I can rock lesi skirt lesi ngifake le shirt elimhlophe ngibe decent ukuthi if ngithola i-job interview fanele ngibe na siya manje ukuthi uthenga ama crop top umdala ungasayithenga i-crop top i-crop top ithengele I think already you own tons of crop tops you own tons of sleeveless dresses but if you have a job interview you can't go to a job interview in a summer dress umuntu ongayigqoke ibishi fanele uma uya job interview ube decent ukhombisa ukuthi wena you are professionally already ukuthi umqashi aqashe yabo uyawuhlonipha umsebenzi wakho right okay point number 3 yini into esikuza ngabe manje ke you consider like yourself ukuthi ke uyithenge do you have wallet or noma imali uyihlohle emaphaketheni wenze njani if ungena u-wallet ke manje uma ugile no wallet awukhipha u-wallet wakho ubheke ukuthi nje yo already for no wallet for ama millions u-wallet nje umuntu osena 30 noma uphatha lo mncane waphatha sokube bempesheni bawushuthekela ku-dairy clove okay go around and shop for a decent wallet waphela usuyilady manje you are no longer a child but you are the lady also say yena girl but you are the lady so shop that for that wallet lapho ke ko wallet another thing ngikade ngiyibuka unali suitcase nje okwelakho waphela manje kufanele urokha ama vacation angithi yabo kufanele uhambe nje uye ngwa vacation emekhaya noma usangophuma mbhemu usuna 30 ngozozela ubakhelwane uthi ngicela ngoleke suitcase no you can't be 30 uhamba ubolekana naba suitcase go and shop around for a suitcase and it's a mini suitcase right it's toiletry bag do you have a toiletry bag noma ufaka kushekers ungayenzi lonto umdala manje you are 30 go and shop for i-toiletry bag yakho ukuthi ube ne-toiletry bag ngoba manje ke usuna 30 unayo umbrella. These are the simple things we don't buy. Njalo wena uma izulu linetha uba ne-stress. Hawe manje ngizokwenza njani ngoba angina umbrella. Kufanele manje ke ube ne-umbrella wena ehlala kwi-handbag yakho phakathi. Ukuthi izulu nje malinetha likufica noma usedrobheni. Waphela ngithi imoto asakayithengi. Noma kele fine you are driving unemoto. But in the back of your boot, make sure that you keep an umbrella. Iba ne-umbrella ngemuva. So uma ukuthi umbrella awunayo noma njalo usemanzi ungiboneke umbrella awunayo umbrella yakho investor on a good looking strong umbrella. Hayi lama umbrella ukuthi nekuvuka umoya nje isihambile akhona ama umbrella nje ubona ukuthi okay le umbrella elelate eli right elithandayo eli dignified uwashiye lama umbrella lawamanye ngifuna nokwachaza ukuthi anjani. Go to all Mr. Price, go to all legit, you will find like good umbrellas. Alright, yabo. Uthola ukuthi umbrella nje inombala owodwa, your umbrella is red, is yellow, or orange. Yo, ayukuthi wena ushay umbrella scotch ngathi itshali lokulala nangu umfisi oyithandayo naleyo umbrella yakhe. No. Come and shop for a decent umbrella, right? Akho nje manje uzoba right. Ngithi yabo. Yo, gaze ngahleka. Okay ke. So ke njengoba sengikuchazelile ke nje lama points ke lawa awu3. Okay. Izinto ke lezi ke awu4 I think engichazele wona. Yabona ke manje ke njengoba ke usuna 30 maybe nje okay lokhu ke move from away from izinto materialistic now. Sesibheka izinto manje ezizowakha impilo yakho. Okay, you need to have the email address. It's a shame ukuthi khona abantu abangena ama email address but yet they are 30 now. Do you have an email address? Iyasebenza email address yakho, is it active? Angithabo. So ke if ungena email address, go to Google, go to Yahoo and create the email address. Make sure that you need to have a bank account. I doubt it in nowadays at the age of 30 khona umuntu ngena bank account. They do. Okay, even if you are not 30, even if you are 27, 28, 29, bakhona abantu abangena ama bank account guys. No, hambo vula bank account hambo vula. Awunjalo wena kanti uzosifonela ucela sisifakele imali kuma account ethu. Uphinde futhi ulona imali ama charges bangayifaka abantu abakufakela imali. No, hambo bank account yakho nje uswaphe nje esitolo. How asawukhera cash manje. Sesiyathepha amakhadi noma siyaswapha lapha sifaka iphini. Wena nje njalo uzoba lo 20 rand ethini iyodwa into engiyithanda ngekhadi ngokhokha ngalo noma ngabe ukukhokhela into ka 20 rand. Anginake manje uzonikeza ucash nje wena live nabaningi u20 rand ikhiphe ikhadi girl ufake iphini lapha uhambe uzoba right yabo. Uzoyiboosta ne-self esteem kancane. Ngiyamthanda kakhulu yabo. So ngicela into mina ngenza I always feel good. I no longer carry cash in my handbag. Ucash ngifike nginawo, ucash ukuthi ngigibele taxi. But still noma ngabe sithi ama charges there are zero charges if you are swiping. No matter kwamanye ama bank it's not zero charges but charges they are very very low then ukuthi ume iq yase Capitec and usomdala for that siyaswapheka uyenze ku cashback ezitolo siya nje indaba yokuma iq and Capitec ufuna ukuyo withdraw iq imele ukuthi uyokwenza deposit ukuthi siya transferelana manje imali transfer siyakhokha ibill lapha esitolo kaDisile restaurant siya transferelana siyathepha siba right kuba mnandi sibadala we are ladies about the focus manje sawadlali ama games angithabo. So make sure that you do have an email address, make sure that you do have a bank account. Uma kuukuthi ke awunayo i-bank account. Okay, another thing ke enginothile ukuthi ke manje sefanele ube ne-skincare routine. Do you have a skincare routine? Angithabo ngoba manje sesingenelo yestage so aging. Yo ngosami sasithanga lamalona. Laba products uqala ukuthi athi aqala kuba iminyaka ukwaDomo. Okay, but asafuna ukufinyelela la sithenga khona anti-aging sizofika mase sina 40 ke lapho. But to have a skincare routine, you wash your face, you exfoliate your face, you put a toner, you moisture your face, ufaka moisturizer and SPF une sunscreen. I know ke ukuthi ama skins ethu awafani abanye abantu skin sabo uthola ukuthi if they use a face wash ayihambisana neskin sakhe imenza ukuthi abe nama break iba abe ne breakout. But ke uthola ukuthi yena ucomfortable nje ekutheni usigezela ngensipho yakhe ayigcobela uvaselina wakhe ebusweni. Wow, I'm happy for you girl if isikhumba sakho sikuphethe ngalelo hlobo. But singeke umuntu onenkinga yokuthi ubibe nama breakouts, ubibe nama blemishes, ama blackheads, zonke lezo deal with them girl, deal with those scars ebusweni, ashiwa ama pimples. I've noticed ukuthi mina ngiba nama breakouts whenever I am in my cycle when my periods they are closed. Uthola ukuthi ngiba nama breakouts ebusweni. But since I take care of my skin, uthola ukuthi noma induna kade nginazo they won't leave the mark on my face ngoba I make sure that I wash my face, I tone my face, then I moisture my face. So kunenkinga yesikhumba ushayisa ngamahloni okubona usisomdala njenga nawe isikhumba siyabonakala if ama pores are clogged. Ebona lezi zinto ezimhlophe sasiyibiza ngesidina sisakhula esikoleni in high school. I don't know ukuthi zibizwa ngani. Ugena usenesikhumba esibonakalayo ukuthi asangcola isikhumba sagena shiya lezi zinto ezishisanayo uzoshesha ungabaloni osansuri no angazi no bani whatever these people they are using. Invest on a good face wash, invest on a good moisturizer for your face. If unayo imali of seeing a dermatologist, I would advise that you go to a dermatologist. Uye with dermatologist yakho i-assess skin sakho, then Mrs. yakurecommendela mhlawumbe ama products are right uma iphakethe lakho like right. I say uma like you don't afford at the moment to see a dermatologist, it's fine. Make sure ukuthi but when you buy ama products akho asebusweni abhaliwe ukuthi they are dermatologically tested, right? Then by that you're gonna be safe. Sibaleke guys ukuthi sifune iglow ngezinto ezizoshisa. Actually ungayenza iglow yakho naturally ngokuthi uphuze like amanzi, to make sure that you use a right face washer, a right scrub or exfoliator for your face. Umuntu ke osebenzisa ne-makeup, I recommend that you do keep micellar water. Yangithi yabo njalo mukade ufake i-makeup yakho uwawasha nge-face washer yakho, then you take ama cotton pads, ufake your micellar water, then you clean your face just to make sure ukuthi i-makeup yakho uyicleansisile, then you moisture your face emva kalokho. So futhi now before you put your makeup, it's very very important that ufake i-primer ngaphansi. You don't need to go to MAC and buy something primer yaka MAC because MAC is expensive. You can just go to Clicks Scan. You will find Maybelline, bane baby skin, angithi yabo kwenzakalani ke la kwenzakala ukuthi when noma uyifaka i-foundation yakho on your face inga absorbwa i-skin iclog ama pores akho, then afterwards uthola ukuthi usunama breakouts. So primer your face kubalekile girl ukuthi ukwenze lokho yabo. Asisakwazi nje ukuthi siphathe njenganengane zase high school ezayiveli pass. Futhi usomdala manje ukuthi usungathenga i-foundation ngonembeza. Hayibo ongayenzi lonke ukuthenga i-foundation ngonembeza. Make sure that when you buy a foundation you go to your Edgar's, your Truett, your Clicks, your Discount. Bayawenza ama-foundation testers ukuthi bakutestela isikhumba sakho. Zikhona izinto ongayi-compromise like uyithenge e-China shop, such as your eyebrows, your eye pencil, your eye shadows, your lipsticks. Yabo zonke lezo zinto lezo you can buy them on a China store. But izinto efanele uyigcobise ebusweni bakho, I wouldn't recommend that you go and buy a foundation to my friend uzosha uzoba lona uzoba nosela imathunzi la ebusweni because when ufake i-foundation laphaya. I'm not saying those foundations they are not like bahle meseni bagcobile bomogele niba bahle, but just consider for the long term ukuthi what does this foundation do to your face. So when you buy a foundation, make sure that you go to a drugstore such as Clicks or Discamo. After the foundation yakho khona uzoba right ukuze ungafaki foundation engafani neskin tone sakho. Sithi hayibo waziwa yellow bone emini usuku ayingeke ungayihlanganisi nabantu ungayenzi lonke yabo. So ke I hope ukuthi ke with these few points I've shared with you akhona aglonile akusizile. Okay, now let us move into a few things you should know right now. And we spoke about the few things that you should be having. We said fanele manje kube ukuthi you've got a decent piece of furniture. Uyaqala ukuthi umuthenga ushophela ukuthi wena in a few like years from now or even months I'm going to move to my own private space ukuze ngaleke ngixabana nezingane zikasisi ekhaya ngixabana nezingane zikamalume uyoqala impilo yakho away from your family independence. Angithi yabo. So we spoke about ukuthi you need to have a piece of dress that is formal. Abantu abaye esontweni abasontayo bane privilege, but there are basic things. You need to have a black dress, you need to have a black skirt, you need to have formal pants, you need to have that shirt, a decent shirt, and you need to have one blazer. You've got this blazer. Should I get a job? Should I go to that business meeting? Okay. I'm invited to another business seminar. I'm going to be stressed out. Okay, like you understand like and because those ladies I know them because of attending with them. Is those straight pencil formal dresses and imagine if you floral busy too much. No. Those people they believe like in toned colors, and the colors are toned, are right for a business meeting. We said, wear that blue dress, wear those colors, so yeah, you'll never go wrong if it's in black and white. Make sure that you've got that formal shoe with black, that skirt, that shirt, that blazer. Should anything comes up, you do have it in your wardrobe. And so it's just a recap. We spoke about holding a purse, we spoke about having a suitcase, we spoke about having an umbrella, and then we spoke about what you need to have a bank account and the email address by now. I forgot in this lab, usumdala offer ukushintsha inamba namanje hlukana onokuthi njalo uye edrobheni nobuya nesim card nechana zesim card nobuya nesim card have one number manje ozostika kuyona sazi ukuthi inamba yakho le utholakala kuyona. However, uphethe umuntu kaJehova unenamba eziwu10 umfonela fanele uyizame zonke lezi namba zakho. Have one number esaziyo ukuthi usibani uyatholakala lana kule number inamba yakhe le. Learn to keep your passwords now. Always ukuthi invite every day when you invite ku Facebook njalo fanele sithi add friends. Sina singasasazi noma scammers noma anything. Now have one password. Oyazi ukuthi you play around this password. Izobuye it's @bani @1. But you know what? If this one doesn't work, it must be this one. If this one doesn't work, it must be this one. And don't do passwords ongawazi when the password ngegama le-boyfriend bese nihlukene usukhohliwe ukuthi wawufake igama le-boyfriend usuqala phansi ngebantu create uFacebook omusha ke ngoba you don't even know ukuthi there is an option if you have forgotten password. Then you answer those security questions. Angizabo ufana ukuthi ne-email address owaregister ngayo lapho in case of ufuna ukurecover password awusayazi kwaleyo email address ukuthi iyayithini. No, have email address oyaziyo ukuthi it's straightforward. Leyo uyayisebenzisa ama-password akho nako. Keep your things safe. Usuke stage ke now la ekhuza ngabe khona manje uma singcwabisane nje unawo okay, those aba-afford ukuthatha ama-life cover, i-life cover unayo. I thought ama-life cover guys ukhokho 2,000 bandandana. I was so shocked ukuthi ama-life covers they are not that bad. You must leave something behind. Most ukuthi hayi ngizoqala ama-life cover ngiwenze mesenginengane. I know some of us we don't have children, but there's nothing wrong by taking a life cover by the time ingane zakho ifika. Wazi ukuthi okay zifika kune-plan angithi yabo onayo ukuthi khona i-life cover that is existing. Should kufika isikhathi sokubuyela enkosini ingane zakho zingasali zibe broke zikhalelo and ngicela imali amasokisi kuba ukuthi uyazi ukuthi you've left millions to your children angithi yabo. So contact those life cover brokers, contact or Memontamo Discovery or clientele, make those quotations now. Ubone ukuthi ukhokha kanjani ngoba kubalekile that you have a life cover. All right. Then sesikhulumile ke sisalapho. Now ke you need to have a fold. Awuyibuze lo mbuzo ke, should you die tomorrow? Ubani wazi ID yakho ukuthi ke ubani wazi password yefoni yakho, ubani wazi ipin yase bank yakho nje. So umndeni nje siyoqala sifune sisebenzana. Noma kufanele siqale siyofuna iPakistan elizosikhakela ipassword kuyimasqala simuva iID asazo nokujayeleka. Now you need to have a folder. All right. Then you just know a folder I'm speaking about. Maybe it's a box. Okay. Kasi ibhokisi ley'cathulo. Lapha ebhokisini ley'cathulo lelo uyazi ukuthi mhlawumbe lifake ushupekela lapha phezulu ku-wardrobe wherever there is space. All your important documents such as your ID, your funeral covers, insurance documents, zonke lezo zinto, you keep them in that box, right? Never in your family, one person omthembayo should know ukuthi lela bhokisi likherisha izinto zakho as-confidential zokuthi should you die fanele kube ukuthi they will take that box bazofica ID yakho phakathi bazofica wonke ama-documents abalulekile phakathi ngawe yokuthi bangasuka baye laphaya because abanye abazithola ukuthi ngempela size sibangcwabe emaphaketheni ngey'mali zethu sitshela ukuthi umasingcwabisane ubengenayo kanti uthola ukuthi umasingcwabisane unaye akakaze atshela umuntu emndenini ukuthi umasingcwabisane unaye. So tell your family members, umasingcwabisane endaweni ethize, ngidlala i-funeral policy eCapitec, ngidlala i-funeral policy e-FNB, should I die, take my ID and go there, or i-beneficiary bayofike banitshele eCapitec ukuthi sicela usibani ngoba uyena i-beneficiary. You don't need to tell exactly umuntu oyi-beneficiary ukuthi man when you beneficiary no. But tell that one person, whether it's your mom, whether it's your sister, your older sister, your younger sister, and so yeah, lo muntu lo umthebayo ukuthi okay, uma umuntu ke ohlala esinethini ula edrobheni uzosebenza ekhaya ile mtubatuba, at least one of your friends kufanele babe nenamba yasekhaya ohlala nabo efletini oshare nabo efletini lapha erese, your neighbors, your colleague kufanele kube khona umuntu onenamba yasekhaya. There is nothing so sad yokuthi usushonile sebeposta Facebook wakho wasemtubatuba but smart. No, ngesinye isikhathi mawugoduka, take that close friend home. Umuntu angayikhomba indlela should you get sick. Sesiyakutransporta-ke manje sikususe eCape Town sikuyise ekhaya emzinto akekho umuntu owazi indlela yakini awusakhulumi. The worst has happened. Ngelinye ilanga uthi beyovakasha nje ekhaya uthi mnganami ngicela ungiphelezele siye ekhaya khona uzobona indlela yakini ajwayele abantu bakini ngoba lo mhlaba guys izinto ziyenzeka and ziyamanjalo. Ayikho into ebuhlungu njenganokuthi nihlale nomuntu iminyakanyaka anibazi abantu bakubo mase seshonile niqala phansi manje niyo-introduce thina besihlala naye. Hayibo, no, kukhwesheni umngani ikuphi ekhaya. Have those conversations. Maybe ukukhulumani ngamagama bathi nezinto ezi-useless manje. Khulumani ngama-conversations ukuthi ikuphi kini khona bani ekhaya yabo zonke lezo zinto lezo. Mhlawumbe nokuthi uthathe umngani nje ukuyomvakashisa ekhaya uzo-encourage ukuthi ushintshe lo wapende loya ungaloku wafaka izipho ney'nkophe kodwa upende ungawuthengi ekhaya ukuthi upende ekhaya angithi yabo. So-ke I hope ukuthi-ke ngikuhluzile ngalezi zinto lezi engiyisherile. Yeah guys, thina sithenga upende manje yabo sesiyawathenga kakhulu ama-makeup ukupenda ubuso bethu kodwa sithenga lo pende phela nasekhaya ukuthi nje ube proud ukuthi this is my home angithi yabo ubebhede nje la kuwona shothi ngihlwela nje ngisho ngilalise kini ngiyolunyelwa kuze kusekuseni no phela hamba uthenga ishidi nayo zonke lezo zinto lezo right now ke izinto okufuze ngabe uyazazi because you are in the stage. Now by this age you should know how to fall in love without losing yourself. Hayi bongeke ukuthi wena usumdala ukuthi ungasanganisa umjolo. Nekafika nje ugayi bathi uyakuthanda wena usukhale wamuka. Usumdala awusajoli nje for no reason. Sakama relationship, long lasting relationships now ukuthi that person who comes to you as uyangithanda. Akubo before you say I love you back. Akubo umuntu othi I want to build a family with you. Okay, not everyone othi ke yena ufuna ukushada. Some ladies they say I don't want to get married. Angithi yabo. Kodwa ke kulungile ke you don't want to get married. It's okay, siya understand lokho. Esikushoyo ke kuwena ke ukuthi by this age asingabi ukuthi wena whenever you are in a new relationship you lose yourself. Ungena nje uvala amehlo uvale yonke into bakuchuthe bakugrate bakwenze yonke into emva kwalokho so heartbroken. Now fall in love without losing yourself. How do you do that? You love yourself first. You know ukuthi impilo yakho ayinikile kulomuntu okwi relationship naye. Wena ukhona empilweni yakho noma kekho empilweni yakho, impilo yakho izokwenza njani? Izoqhubeka ekhona engekho sikuleyo age manje ngithi yabo asikwazi ukuthi singancenga abafana sibancengele ukuthi bese impilweni just because we feel happy whenever they are around. No, make yourself happy girl, love yourself enough yokuthi nebese nisebenza ngothando lakhe. You've got tons of love in your heart, you've got tons of joy and happiness in your heart. So it's okay, I'll just go out enjoy spoiler ngalesikhathi savuke ukudlala amashubhishu akhe. Now just stop those relationships la kudlalwa khona amashubhishu. Usumdala nje futhi ukuthi ngale kwenza umakhwapheni wenza i-side chick and stuff. You are too old for that when. But if it is your life, uthanda impilo njalo of being the second best, of being the side chick, it's okay, it's you girl. Then ngikucela nje ukuthi you are too old for that. Now you should look ekutheni you need to settle down. You need to settle down and build a family, right? Another thing you should know now, you need to like myself, you need to think about how do you feel about having kids. And it's about what conversation we don't asibi now with ourselves. So boom, umuntu sexually active, uyakhulelwa, but only to find out ukuthi lo muntu bengathandi ukuba nezingane. Well, usunayo ingane manje, mhlawumbe you got a child at the age of 21, 22. Now get sit down with yourself. Njengoba impilo iqhubeka, you are in your 30s. How do you still feel? How do you feel about still having more kids? Usayifuna ezinye ingane, ufuna ingane engaki? Yabo zonke lezo zinto lezo. Plan your life. Impilo expensive ukuthi ungavele uthi as uNkulunkulu angiblessa, okay. Is uNkulunkulu akublessa ngeingane uphinde umcela ukuthi akakublesse ngemali because bank of joy in nowadays are expensive. But there someone said to me ingane yayi expensive nango 91 ukuthi kushintshe i-values now ukuthi ingane yohlezi nje expensive nango 91 babesho njalo bathi expensive nango 2021 njengoba kusashiwo ukuthi ingane expensive. But now how you have that conversation with yourself, look deep down inside you, how do you feel about having kids? If you feel like you want to have kids, how many do you want? Ufuna ingane engaki? Okay, uyafuna ukuba nengane, ufuna ingane zakho zizalelwe kephi? You want your children to be born inside of wedlock or outside of wedlock? Angithi yabo, because ukhona umuntu ukuthi ngiyayithanda ingane but angifuni ukushada. Okay, shuthi ke loyo ufuna ingane yakho ukuthi izalele outside of wedlock. Angithi yabo, I remember ukuthi there is omunye girl osebenza nomyeni wami emsebenzini. She was like been approaching ukuthi ngiyacela phela sibanibani emcela, I just need a child nje, ngicela ungiphe ingane, angifuni ukuba kwi-relationship nawe, ngifuna ungiphe ingane. Until angikhombise lo girl uthi nangu lo girl emsebenzini ohleze ngihlupha ukuthi ucela ngiphe ingane. Ngithi ngeke nganiphisana kanjani, akaqala ngi-understandise leyo part yokuthi uthini nesicela ukuthi ingane ifana kanjani ngengane mhlawumbe ufuna ube yi-sperm donor or understand yabo then I'm like njalo hleze mina I thought maybe wase sengibona lo girl I thought maybe she would be ashamed ukuthi athi oh like how can ngelo umyeni lakho ngithi ngani okay but no ngifuna ama relationship but I just need a child kodwa ngifuna ukuthi ingane yami kube ubaboyo nje kube umuntu engaziyo ukuthi ama-genes akhe right uzoba decent zonke lezo zinto angifuni ukuthi abe ingxenye yempilo yengane I just need ingane nje kuphela hayibo I just went back home ngicabanga ukuthi khona abantu abama-freaks ngaleyo ndlela yokuthi they want children ingane ezokhula ngaphandle koba babazi ngoba bona nje bafuna ingane Ucabange zonke lezo zinto lezo okay ngabona ukuthi ugel uapproach ama-40s akhe uyabona ukuthi okay ngidinga ingane ke manje kodwa futhi angifuni ukudate ngoba bake bangidate ngidinga umuntu ozongikhulekisa nje so those issues okusa ngicela ukuthi udile nawo bakhona abantu it happens guys out there women they go through that bayadlula kuloma stages awufuni ukuyithola in that desperate position base ke ikhathi ke ishitshile manje siyakwazi ukuya kuma clinics akhona ama options that are available sperm donning sekhona the cheapest one maybe we will talk about it the other day the cheapest one yokuthi you don't need to go to the clinic uyakhuluma nje nomuntu wesilisa akuphe isidoda sakhe then you take it nge-syringe uzi-inject wena then you're gonna fall pregnant impilo ke leyo it's a topic for another day ngisabo so but that's the cheapest option of having kids uma kuukuthi awunayo leyo ukuthi uhambe uyokwenza uye ema-clinic ukukhuluma nomuntu omaziyo omthembayo ukuthi cela kuphi isidoda sakhe ukuthi sifana kanjani I don't know okay right ke now get another thing you should know ukuthi how to quit a job nekuthi nje uthi now I quit umsebenzini why are you quitting uquithelani yabo now we are not in that position of quitting just because your emotions just because omunye umuntu asulile emsebenzini uqabane ne-supervisor uqabane nobani ukuthi I quit no ahlala phansi ke manje ucabanga ukuthi should kuthiwa kusasa I am quitting a job why and how ulandele indlela right of quitting that job ungavele ubone TV ema-movie bethi I quit then you go and exercise it ngawo uyosemsebenzini I quit hayibo uyophuma ungena UIF hlala phansi manje wenza ama-research ukuthi kwenzakala njani ukuthi umsebenzini feel ukuthi lo msebenzi is no longer for you usufuna ukuyeka ulandele nje emigudu right yokuthi kanjani by now you should know ukuthi ke how to break up with a man hayibo ungawahlalela ama-toxic relationships now ngisabo ukuthi angazi bafethu ngizomala kanjani hamba kuyofunda ukuthi indoda yaliwa kanjani ke angazi nami yaliwa kanjani ngoba ngaze ngalindoda empilweni yami bazazi uyofunda umntwana ukuthi angithi bona bane-strategy esodwa guy abasa kade ngikhuluma like different ladies aseke bashiywa kuma-relationship wathini ufana kuwena hlaye ekwani hayi babafana ngathi khona laba trainer khona bonke meseke kwantu abathini it's not you it's me yazi bathina abafana bathi it's not you it's me awunalutho wena makasibanibani imina nje onenkinga uzomthola umuntu oright hayi ngiyababona laba abawonjavini ngiyabona but laba kade bekuma-serious relationship Meko mukabuza bathi I want to baka boy it's not he it's not me it's him uzomthola umuntu oright usemuka nawe ke lapho ke yabo uzomthola umuntu oright ngibonile nje ukuthi ngiyabona ngifuna ukufocus empilweni yami ngifocus kuma dreams efuna ukuyofocus kwiqwayito umuntu wakhona afuna ukufocus kuma dreams akhe well it's okay ke phela ke neqwayito nayo icareer ningabisa khona iqwayito but ke nawe as umuntu wesifazane fanele ube nama-tie breakers ukuthi in the relationship I can't stand this I can't stand that I can't stand 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 umfana nje olala ngama-Friday every day yena uthenga ama-Friday emkasheni wakhe adla ama-Friday anesinkwa ahamba yonana Expect ukuthi kodwa khona into ezoyenza nalowo muntu ulala ngama-fright every day. No, have those tiebreakers ukuthi all right, njengoba nje engathengi ngisho insipho yokugeza-ke ubufika emqashweni wakhe awukaze uyibone insipho ufica i-SIM card encane, SIM card le zonke lezi. Do you want to stay and stand for that relationship noma usufundisile ukuthi insipho yokugeza iyathengwa but still akayithengi insipho yokugeza? Have those tiebreakers ukuthi if umuntu esilisa enza kanje I can't tolerate it, ngizomtshela futhi ukuthi dude, it's not you, it's me. Ngifuna ukufocus kuma-dreams ami nama-goals ami. Uzomthola umuntu wesifazane alright for wena. Angisabo, we are in that age, guys. We are in that age. La sifuna khona abantu abaserious abazaziyo ukuthi benzani empilweni yabo, right? In this age, you need to learn to confront a friend. Nendaba yokuthi nje ngiyeke usuzwile ukuthi umngani uBackstepile, umngani wenzeni, nibe ne-agreement, umngani wenza ukuthi whatever. You are in that stage where you need to confront a friend where wathola nje ngempela ngebirthday yami wangasho ukuthi happy birthday, why did you do that? You need to confront a friend. My friend, I feel like you are selfish. I mean, I'm always there for you, but wena awuhlezi ukhona empilweni yami yabo. You are not in the age yokuthi lo mngani nengangisebenzeli ngiyamshiya lo mngani. No, confront those friends. If they do something ongekho happy ngazo, confront a friend. Tell the friend how you feel. Angisabo, you need to do that. You are in that age. Angifike now. So let me say let me see my time. Okay, let me say just 2 last points, then we wrap up the show. All right. So at this age now, you need to know who you can trust. Ngithi uthemba bani umuntu emthembayo. Fanele wazi manje ukuthi who you can trust, who you can't trust, right? And what you should take personally and what you shouldn't take personally. So who you can trust, who you cannot trust, something that you should take personally and something that you shouldn't take personally. Angizabo. So now ibala abantu abathendayo wazi ukuthi usibanibani singahleka kanjani, but I will never trust usibanibani. I will never trust usibanibani with my secrets. I will never trust usibanibani in my finances. I will never trust usibanibani ukuthi she will show up in my event. Angizabo. Mhlawumbe uzathi umnganami ngiyazi uzongiphekisa mhlawumbe nami ngama-drink avele usibanibani angaphichapi. Angizabo. So you are in that age now where you need to understand ukuthi abanye abantu wena ungabangani babo but abasiyena umngani wakho. Ukubona kanjani when you are always there like a puppy emva kwabo, kodwa when it's time yokuthi babe like a puppy to you, they never show up. They would rather attend the party yomunye umngani than to attend your own party. Angizabo, ngobani abasiyena umngani wakho kodwa wena umngani wakho. Cut those toxic friends. Umuntu ohlezi there for yena but angabi there for you. No. Look for those people that you cannot trust, those people you can trust. Ukuthi usibanibani I can trust ngiyazi ukuthi I can make a call to usibanibani ngithi sengishonele uma quickly she will show up. Then umngane osazohamba yocabanga ukuthi uzogqokani acabanga ngenzipho. No, badala ke for those kinds of friends. Then now, what is it that you should take personal and what is it that you shouldn't take personal? You are too old for that. If someone ends up in, you're just like, oh, okay, it's not me. We are not thinking. Don't take it personal. Today they love you, tomorrow they don't love you. You are too old for that. And there are things that you should take them personally. If they challenge your worth, if they challenge your happiness, if they challenge your peace, you need to take those things personally because your worth, your peace, your love, it should come first in your life, right? Then the last one, not to apologize for something that isn't your fault. I've done that so many times. And it doesn't make you like sleep better at night, but people want to go to depression. If it's not your fault, just let it be. Just let it be. Then I'm going to go back and say, oh, it's the other part, plan B or wrong. No, plan B, you are the one who's wrong. When you are ready to apologize, you will come back to me. And So that's life, oh guys. Impilo njalo. I've helped you with these few points I've shared with you on the show. Sasibeleke emaphethelweni ohlelo lethu ke. I am so happy, too excited to be 30. I'm no longer just a girl now, but I am maturing into a fine wine. I'm intrigued now that it's 12 o'clock is the day, at 3 o'clock is the week on again. It's joy ride. So, I guess it's a banana next week to the with the brunch on the women's web, but we will not stand with the social club. Last thing is any topics that are social. Siwakhulume nawe singakwazi ukukhuluma nabangani bethu nakuma-family ila siwakhuluma khona-ke kwi-social club. Then me love and leave this, guys. From me, myself, uPastor Hlengiwe Kamiyeza. Bye.